A timeless tide keeps pulling you under. All else turns to rain. Fall back in and find the exit. There's no one else to blame. Can't give me all that you've got. There's no reason, there's no time or space to keep feeling. The world's lost its faith, we can't derail the air of time if we prevail. If we make the climb, we won't notice the entropic change and unbounded. We don't set our minds to start and fall in blossoms and bloom together at the end of the lonely. How do you feel? And how high can you go? It's only me that can conceal. But breathe, gather and focus. I continue to surround, cause we can't unbuild the bonds that we made together. Looks like from here it only gets better. If you learn to loosen your mind, you never know what you might find. Round here the barbs look smaller from the outside. Holes that they made will cave in. A dream of filling blues too big. In time you'll see how brave that you need to be. Can't you feel what you're calling? It's endlessly falling, driving you here. Despite your repentance and best intentions, nothing to
Hello, you. It's me, Guru Larry. Hang on 1 second. I gotta tighten this. My poor microphone. It's on its last legs. It really is on its last. I've had this microphone for a while now, and I use it a lot. And unfortunately, with the way sort of my setup is, it has a nasty habit of getting the wire sort of like stomped on and trodden on and shit. And I'm gonna have to look into getting a new mic, I think. This one's kind of past it. But that's something to worry about at a later stage. For right now, all I want to do with my life is play Guild Wars. I'm in such a Guild Wars, like, mood right now. Have I got sound for Guild Wars? Is there sound? Yeah. Let's turn it up a bit. Dark Throne time to go to the SM7B. What's an SM7B? SM7B. Holy shit. That's $400. A Shure SM7B. That's $400. No. It's what the big studios of podcast people use, bro. Bro! Like, this mic that I'm using is a, like, not even... It's like $45, I think it was. And it's fine. Like, I don't think there's a problem with this mic. It's just... it just gets a lot of use, you know? It just gets a lot of use, and it started to sort of show its age a little bit. I noticed the other day when I was recording lines for my video that I'm making that when I'm using recording software... It's not the best, okay? It comes out kind of scratchy and not the way... And that's me using the software, like, with a bunch of filters and things to make things sound better and just make it sound nicer. Unfortunately, this music's rather loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. There we go. But yeah. How you doing, Dark Throne? Have you been playing Guild Wars? I've been obsessed, dude. I'm making a warrior, right? Because I ain't being fun or anything. I recovered. I managed to recover. In fact, I'll show you in a second. I managed to recover my main account. I finally managed to recover it. I think it was the fact that Reforged obviously made ArenaNet sit up and pay attention, because I finally managed to recover my real account, my actual account. Let me show you it. Let me show you it, just for fun. Just for funsies, right? This is my stream account. There's our ranger that we made, right? I'm going to use this one for streaming because I want to have, like, a fresh account with no, like, millions of plat that I can draw from and stuff. I think it's fun to have, like, a fully fresh sort of way of doing things. Nobody look at my stuff. Don't look. In fact, fuck you. Hang on. Yeah, here we go. Look at my real account, baby. Look at all these characters that I've played. This is my best character, Manny Mildred. There she is. She's a ranger, obviously. Let's look at her build. Her build, I'm actually really proud of. Come on, load it up. Look at that. Beastmaster buildlet. I am the strongest. Never rampage alone. Together as one. Feral aggression. Predatory bond. Whirling defense, obviously. Comfort animal and resurrection signet. She is an absolute fucking unit. If we go into hard mode, she has done all of this in hard. In fact, I think she's beaten... Yeah, she's beaten factions in hard. She's beaten factions in hard mode. I don't know if she's beaten any of Nightfall in hard mode. Oh, she has. She's beaten all of the tutorial in hard mode. And that's, that's as far as I could be bothered with fucking Nightfall. I was like, ah, fuck this place. What about prophecies? I think she's done a bit of prophecies, maybe? No, she's done no prophecies. But I have The ones with golden helmets, I've cleared those areas in hard. So I've cleared this, I've cleared this. She's done a bunch of random shit. But yeah, she's awesome. She's like my strongest character by far. This monk I made, I fucking hate monk in this game. So, she doesn't get a lot of use. My necromancer, this is my first character ever. This is my first ever Guild Wars character. Is this necromancer with the shades on. He looks like he belongs in a fucking Offspring music video. I love him. I love him. You can tell he's the first character I ever made because his build makes no fucking sense. I think I got him the Anniversary Elite. No, he's got Judgment Strike for some fucking bizarre reason. But yeah, his builds make no sense. Like, the skills he have make no fucking sense. That's back when I was a little kiddie wink. This guy is my ranger that I played through Nightfall on. This is my Nightfall ranger. I think he's just a standard bow guy. I think he's just a barrage bower. Oh no! He's a Melandru's shot bower. If Melandru's shot hits, your target is bleeding for 25 seconds. If it is moving or knocked down, the target is crippled. I think he's just all about doing big bow damage, which is kind of shit. He's kind of ass! This is the warrior that I'm currently playing this account on with my friend. She's pretty cool. She's just a standard axe for it. Hey, Minin! How you doing, Minin? I'm jealous you have your first character. For some reason, young me nuked mine. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, let me say, even though I have him, I don't. There's no need to play him ever again. I can't. Let's see what he's actually done. I'm curious. I think he's done everything. I think he's done Prophecies, Nightfall, and Factions, but none of it on hard mode. Yeah, he's done all of Nightfall, I think. Yeah, he's done all of Nightfall, except he didn't even succeed at this mission, look. He didn't even fully beat this mission. Oh no! This is here? Maybe he hasn't beaten Nightfall. He hasn't, I don't think. So he hasn't done Nightfall. He's definitely done Prophecies, because he was Prophecies first. Has he done Factions? I think he's done Factions, yeah. Or at least most of Factions. But yeah, bless him. He's a good boy. He's so fucking... All he is now is a hero for Minion. He's a Minion Master hero now, is basically what he is. This is my pre-searing character. Level 17. I'll get him to 20 one day. But he's my pre-searing ranger. I love pre-searing. Pre-searing is like peak Guild Wars. This guy, Ron... his name is Ron Weasley. He is the warrior that me and my friend got one of our other friends to play, and this is the guy that we were playing together as like a trio. He got to level 15, which is pretty good. Then I guess we stopped playing. This is my dervish. I have no idea what I was doing with her. She's only level 19, so she obviously didn't get very far. But I don't know what she was doing. Then I've got an empty one, and then I've got fucking Sorceress Tau. I have no clue. Here's the thing. I don't like Elementalist. I find it really boring. But for some reason, I gave my Elementalist, like, the expensive prestige Nightfall armor. I don't know why I did that. Maybe because it's as slutty as it gets. But I have no idea why I spent so much plat on a class I don't like. But that's my main account. Pre-searing is just so cozy. Pre-searing is peak. I fucking love pre-searing. I love pre-searing. But that's my main account. And the fact that I recovered it fills me with joy. But also reminds me of the fact that I've got, you know, a pretty peak ranger. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to top this ranger that I've got. And I've also got another ranger. So I've got too many rangers already. What I don't have, I've got one warrior in training here, and this warrior who I'm never going to touch again. I kind of want to play a warrior. I'm in a sort of warrior mindset right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop back to my streaming account, I hate the fact that F12 is also screenshot. I take a screenshot every time I open the menu. Right, hang on. There we are. So we're gonna play a warrior. I've got my barbarian, and here's the other thing I'm gonna do for like an added challenge. I'm gonna always use frenzy. I'm gonna have frenzy up permanently. And to the uninitiated, frenzy means I take double damage. I feel fruity. I feel like doing a challenge run. I love Guild Wars 1. There are so few games that... I don't know, there's so few games that I can come back to over and over again and just find fun ways to play it, you know, fun things to do. Now, I could use my / bonus and get all the... If you type / bonus... I can't do that here. If you type / bonus, you get a bunch of freebies. I kinda don't want to do that. See what I mean? You get like all these free items. I kinda don't want to do that. Just because I feel like it detracts a little bit from the like... new player, like fresh experience type deal. Part of the fun, I think, is in finding, like, crappy weapons and stuff, so... Figleaf, who'd have thought Buns would have 8,000 low-level ults? Presumably most of them haven't even progressed past the Guild Wars. What a equivalent of run for... Figleaf, why do you always come to my streams and bully me? That's all you do. You come to my streams and you bully me. To be fair, though, in Guild Wars, because it's all kind of, like, story progression... Having ults isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, it's not like a traditional MMO where it's like you're just starting again and it's laborious. Speaking of starting again, though, thankfully I managed to afford my Final Fantasy XI subscription again. So we're going to be playing some retail again. I am still playing Cat's Eye. I've played. In fact, yesterday I was so, I was so Final Fantasy pilled that I sat there playing on Cat's Eye and retail at the same time. I was playing both yesterday. So we're going to be playing retail and we're going to be playing Cat's Eye. Retail, I have plans for that. We're not doing like 99 shit on retail. Until much later, maybe. I logged in yesterday and was randomly on Embark Island. Typically 25 that had. I know! Embark Beach is like impossible to find your way off. It's like... Alright, there it is, boys. We've got Frenzy. Now all we do is spam Frenzy. We're doing a Frenzy challenge. We have to keep Frenzy up. We have to keep Frenzy up. That's the rule. We will be receiving double damage for the entire game. Just because I feel like it'll be funny. I love the fact that the first 2 moves you get as a warrior, the first 2 moves you get make you take double damage and reduce your armor by 40. It's like they wanted you to kill yourself. Alright, we'll start this quest up going. Now, I'm sorry that last time we played, we also did pre-searing. I'm just gonna chill. Last time, I was so focused on, like, talking about Guild Wars and, like, showing off the things that I loved about it and stuff. Last time felt kind of like I was doing an instructional video, you know? I don't want to do that. I want to just have fun, you know? I don't want to be like, so guys, as you can see... Like, I felt kind of iffy last time, you know? I felt like I was doing a fucking... Guru Larry video.
Hello you, it's me, Guru Larry. Here's the top 5 skills in Guild Wars 1.
Hurry up! Give me my quest. We are going to go Warrior Ranger purely to have a pet. Outside of that, we're going to go Frenzy, we're going to go Power Attack. We're probably going to use a sword, if I had to guess. We'll see. We'll see what tickles our pickle. Frenzy! Get back here, you bitch! Get back here! He's running! He's like, leave me alone! Fuck him up! He's running for the hills! Where's he going? Jesus, look at this guy go! Fuck you! Oh, Jesus. Oh! Oh! Ah! Frenzy is impossible, dude. Frenzy makes this so hard. I kept Frenzy up and died in like 3 hits. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. That was a strategy that we used in order to get back here quicker. It's called a death warp. You guys wouldn't understand. I don't know if I can fight those fire starters. Frenzy being the first skill you get is rough. It is. It's not just Frenzy. They also give you fucking Healing Signet. Which means if you're using Frenzy and Healing Signet at the same time, you just get one-shotted. Especially by Elementalists. I feel like Warrior got such a rough deal in this game. Warrior just got kind of dicked. Like, the fact that you can go through all of Prophecies and all of Factions and all of Nightfall with like a team full of mages, because warriors aren't that like required. Is there punishment for eye wagers? I mean, in PvP warriors are great, yeah, but in PvE, warriors really got the short end of the stick. There are some really fun warrior builds. And don't get me wrong, warrior is one of my favorite classes in the game, but they're not great. I mean, part of the problem with this game is if you know how the game works, you end up comparing almost everything to Mesmer. Because Mesmer is just by far and away the best class in the whole game. Like, Mesmer's just fucking stupid. So if you ever compare stuff to Mesmer, you're like, oh, well, this isn't as good as Mesmer. And it's like, well, obviously, nothing is. Never played a warrior? I mean, they are fun in a sort of visceral sense. They're fun in the sense that it's funny to like run into a big pile of guys, you know, and be like, rah! That's why it's fun. But if you're looking for like actual effectiveness, I wouldn't say they're the best. Damn it. I have to save up my mana. That's going to be such a problem, the fact that Frenzy does not last very long at all. Please die. Look how slow warrior mana regens. There we go. Oh, I'm receiving messages. That might be someone asking me to play Discord, to play, Nope. I've had a bunch of people lately asking me to play Guild Wars with them, which is lovely, because it feels like the good old days. But, why is Mesmer the best? I got a Necromonk and Mesmer that I'm messing with. Mesmer is the best. Well, me saying Mesmer is the best is kind of like, you know, do you believe me? Mesmer is the best in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions, because A, their damage is unresistible. Like, all of the damage that they do is like quote-unquote psychic damage or whatever, which armor doesn't do anything to. So armor doesn't affect their damage. So you will always do the amount of damage that you do. Yeah, there's no way to sort of negate it. On top of that, they just have so much shit. They just have so many moves that do so many things. Like, Shared Burden is such a disgustingly good elite, and it's one of the weakest elites they have. Shared Burden is an elite that affects an area of enemies. It also it slows their attack speed, slows their movement speed, and I think does degenerate. It does like 3 things to a group of enemies, and that's one of their worst elites. That's the thing. They've got so many just stupendously good moves. Just stupendously good moves. Eventually with an ally, should we just see if we can get someone real quick? It's only 100 XP. But we need that res signet. But yeah, Mesmer just the best by far. You could destroy the entire game with just a party of like 8 Mesmers. Because the thing is, there's no real way to stop them doing what they do, yeah? Every other class has some kind of way of stopping them. Mesmers, you can't really stop them. They will just do the same, they will just do their thing, you know? Look at us, actually asking people for, like, look at all these people wandering around. It's so good. This Reforge is so awesome just to see people walking around and talking and... Thank you. Just bring a counter Mesmer. Yeah, but what if they bring a counter Mesmer counter? What then? Yeah, he helped. What if they bring a counter Mesmer? What then? We have to bring our counter Mesmer. Alright, we're doing pretty good. We keep these scale fins. Then it's Mesmer all the way down. I mean, this game kind of is. Mesmer is just so much better than any other class. That's the thing. Once you start comparing everything to Mesmer, everything sucks. But I still think out of all of the classes, Warrior is kind of bottom tier. It's fun. It's fun to run into like a big pile of enemies, and my favorite build in the entire game is anything to do with Renewing Smash. I think Renewing Smash is so fun. But Warriors kind of trip up in so many ways. There are so many ways to stop Warriors doing what they want to do. Like, Renewing Smash is really fun and really awesome and really strong if you can get it to work. But, you know, what if the enemy is immune to knockdown? And so many enemies are immune to knockdown. You know, what if the enemy puts down that stupid thing that stops adrenaline? Then, you know. Or shit, what if you just get blinded? And that's the other thing. The AI in Guild Wars is so, like, good. The AI is good in Guild Wars. It sits there and it goes, okay, I have a blinding move. Where's the warrior? And it just instantly blinds you, you know? It's not like they make exploitable... They do make exploitable mistakes, quote-unquote. But that's more players adapting to their superior AI, you know? Especially on hard mode. On hard mode, it's fucking crazy. You cast any AoE spell in hard mode, and they just immediately run away from it. We are going to farm our scale fins real quick. Now, last time, I was in a rush to leave pre, because I wanted to, like, show off the game. I'm not going to rush at all. I'm just going to play the game and have fun and do what I want to do. And hopefully people enjoy hanging out. I am in no rush this time. Bonk. Look at me go. Bonk. Warrior's so stupid. With my fucking concrete block on the end of a stick. Pop him down. There we go. Ooh. Hey, Blue. Well, we got a sword, which I think... Nope, the sword is worse. Damn it. Four to 6. Honestly, the longbow is better. We're gonna be a bow warrior short for a little bit. It's more powerful. It's more powerful than our hammer. I mean, I actually kind of like bow warrior. And bow... There are classes that use the bow better than rangers. Like, assassin with a bow is really good. Assassin with a bow is awesome. Because you can, like, pump a bunch of points into your crit chance. And then just have crit arrows. I remember one of my favorite builds back in the day was an assassin with a bow. That would use barrage. So it would just, like, barrage crit arrows. That was fun. I need scale fins. Or money. They both work. Look how long you can shoot arrows in this game. I actually really love the bows in this game. The whole hidden, like, arrow arcing thing, and why different bows are better than others. Using a bow in this game is a fucking delight. Ooh. Shiny axe. Now, with regards to Final Fantasy, on retail right now, I was going to stream Final Fantasy today, but I thought, I want to play Guild Wars, so I'm going to play Guild Wars. With regards to Final Fantasy, I am leveling Dark Knight right now, but it's on retail, so it should only take me like a day. Oh, fuck. We're about to be in trouble. This is a lot of guys. Healing Signet. Save me. Ah! We're taking so much damage just from the frenzy alone. The thing is, if you can survive, frenzy's not bad. 33% faster attack speed, pretty good. You just need to not get hit at all. The thing about frenzy that sucks is that it's a stance. If it wasn't a stance, you'd be able to throw in, like, lightning reflexes or something like that to offset the damage. But you can only have one stance active at a time. Please die. We need to get some better skills. We're gonna go and get the warrior skills. Like, we're gonna speed run those. I don't think Frenzy and Healing Signet are gonna cut it. Look how long it takes me to kill this fucking guy. I wonder, does strength... When you use attack skills, each point of strength gives you +1 on... So strength does affect, like, bow attacks and things, which I think is pretty cool. Die! Oh my god. How many scale fins we got? 3. We need 2 more. It's not a tumor. It's not. You, give me a scale fin. Give me a scale fin or give me death. Hope everybody had a lovely weekend. I had a very relaxing weekend. I needed it. I was working on that video. Can I just say, by the way? I really hate the sound of my voice when I'm like obviously reading something. So I wrote a script for that video, and when I hear myself like reading something back, like obviously reading a script, oh god, I hate it. I don't mind my voice so much when I'm like ad-libbing and it's more natural. But when I'm like reading a script, oh, it feels awful to hear back. It's like, dude, this guy's cringe. So I don't know if that video will ever actually happen now. You. Can I don't think I can beat this fucking guy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat that guy. But we got 3 fins. We just need 2 more. So we're not gonna rush it. Because the other thing, once you get out of pre-searing, you're in post-searing, and it's ugly. We're gonna stay in pre-searing as long as we can. Plus, this will give us a chance to maybe actually win the PvP fight when you leave. I can't believe the last time... We missed one. We needed 1. Last time we did the PvP fight, at the end of pre, we kind of got shafted. Elementalist is way too good in pre. Elementalist is way too strong in pre. If one of these guys gives us a scale fin. We're golden. Very good. Get his ass. Shoot him. Is there... Ooh! We're in! Is there anything more, like, peaceful than pre-searing? Just, like, shooting a scale with a bow. I love pre so much. Don't take that out of context. I love pre so much. It's the coziest start. That's another thing why I don't like Factions or Nightfall as much as Prophecies. Their starts are kind of... just not as iconic, you know? Old Mac. What do you need, Old Mac? We're gonna do every quest. Every quest that isn't bugged, I should say. And now, we can trade these scale fins in for the belt pouch. A little bit of extra inventory space. It's gonna be really interesting for me when we get to, like, the actual game after pre. Because I'm so used to, like, leaving the tutorial and having, like, 1,000,000 plat in storage that I can draw from to, like, instantly buy the best armor and stuff. We're kind of not going to have that opportunity. We're going to get out of pre, and we're going to have nothing. I haven't been there in, like, fucking 20 years. Alright, I'm going to ignore quests for right this second and go and get some more skills. It'll speed things up so much. One thing I do want to do, I want to use the anniversary elites. Got a few on my main, but I'd love to do the warrior one. The warrior anniversary elite skill is so cool. It makes it so that all of your weapon skills, or all of your attributes, I should say, go straight up to 15. And you attack faster. I think that's so perfect, because it'll give me the opportunity to just have a bunch of different, like, weapons. Bunch of different weapons, bunch of different skills. So diverse. I love that idea. That's the ultimate goal, to get that move. Let's unlock this spot for ease of travel. It's so... I love loading into these random outposts and just seeing, like, loads of people. It fills my heart with joy. It really does. Years and years of loading into these outposts and just nobody being there. This is what more... That's what I keep saying to, like, MMO developers stuff. I don't think there's much of a... I don't think there's much of a chance anymore of, like, making a new MMO. I think the cost is too high compared to the potential gains. But what you can do is go back to old MMOs, which still have these rabid fans, and breathe life into them. Give them a big fucking remaster, get a bunch of new players invested. That's cheaper and better. You know? Starting a new MMO completely from scratch, you're just destined to fail. I really feel like you are. Because think about it, most people, or most quote-unquote young people, I say as the elderly person playing Guild Wars, most young people aren't that interested in MMOs anymore. MMO is a genre that I think only really exists anymore to people in their fucking late 20s, early 30s, you know? We remember playing EverQuest. Alright, War Master Grass. Gimme. Gimme the two most iconic skills in the game. Sever Artery and Gash. Did he give me a sword? He did. But I think this sword is better. Oh, look how sick. Look at that. I fucking love the weapon design. And here's another thing that's sort of died. Loads of games did this. This game did it. Neverwinter Nights did it. The sort of chrome metal effect on weapons. You don't get that anymore. Like, look at that. Look at that shimmer. I love that. Sohn! How you doing, Sohn? Did you have a nice weekend? I had a bit of a lazy weekend, I'll be honest with you. I was in pain a lot of the weekend. I had a bit of a muscle problem. So I spent the whole weekend kind of being lazy. Alright, Stone Elemental. Get chopped. Wah! It was good. How many beers did you have? I know you. How many pints of lager did you have? But yeah, that's my honest take. I think there's more money and or more, I guess, appreciation to be made with starting or just going back and remastering MMOs as opposed to making a new one. Because just think about, like, that stupid fucking Ashes of Creation thing. That was announced, what, 75 fucking years ago, and it still isn't out yet? Like, even if they do make these new MMOs, no one's gonna give a fuck by the time they actually come out, you know? And even if they do, they'll play it for like a fucking month and then stop. People are still obsessed with old MMOs because they remember the amount of time they've sunk in. They've sunk so much time in, they remember the adventures that they've had. Go back, remaster old MMOs. Don't make new ones. Yeah? Making new one is just a waste of time. Unless it's like really fucking good. MMOs are bottom barrel trash if money is concerned. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Especially like kids I don't want to say kids these days and feel like an old person, but kids these days, they don't give a fuck about MMOs. They want to play their mobile games, they want to play their gacha games, they want to, you know? And that's fine, you know? Get with the times, whatever. But because of that, there's no point in making MMOs. There's no point in making new MMOs at all. Go back, remaster old MMOs, and the people who still play them because they're like, you know, obsessed weirdo fans like me, they will go back and play, and then you'll get like the Guild Wars Reforged things, where a bunch of people, especially if you host it on Steam. If you host it on Steam, you'll get a bunch of new players. Yeah, bunch of new players come in, and I'm thrilled to bits that Guild Wars 1 is getting the appreciation it deserves, because I really feel like the game didn't get that back when it was current. This game deserved so much praise for what it is. No game has come out since that offers the same level of like build flexibility, and some of the missions in this game are fucking intense. I think the world building is sick. Just, there's a lot to love about Guild Wars, and I feel like it never really got as much recognition as it could. Yeah, gacha roll slop. Well, I've played a little bit of Genshin Impact back in the day. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. Like, it's a fine game. I do think, you know, the whole rolling, spending money to get characters things, that's very predatory and very kind of shady. But hey, it's what sells, you know? Especially when it's like anime waifu shit. People will go fucking crazy for anime waifus. It's weird. It's weird. Right. We got those. Let's go and get Duke Baradin's ones. I just want to see Warhammer. Why are my eyes closed? Come on, camera. My eyes aren't closed. Welcome me here. Sometimes when I tilt my head, the camera thinks my eyes are closed. Uh-oh. This is gonna be a doozy. We drain him, then we clobber him. Oh, I'm still in it. This is so tough. Oh no, 3 Grawl Shamans? Fuck off. I'm still in it. They keep healing him, but their heal thankfully drains their health. Oh boy. We got him. We got him. No, I'm still in it. Being warrior really is hard mode. Fuck hard mode. The real hard mode is playing warrior, where all of your early game skills fucking kill you. We did it though. I just want to see Warhammer Online, and I want Terra back. God damn it! I agree. Release Terra was fucking phenomenal. Release Terra was one of the, it was quite possibly, like, objectively the best MMO ever made. Release Terra was fucking amazing. I agree. I remember thinking Release Terra was just insane. I remember I played the one that dual wield swords, and Dark Throne, cheered with some, my man, Dark Throne. Dark Throne. Let me just say, my man Dark Throne has been on like every stream recently. He's fucking done a couple of donos, he's done a couple of subs, he's helping me out with getting to the doggy charity goal. Dark Throne, you're the fucking goat, dude. If I could, I would give you a big sloppy smooch. Right on the chin. I'd give you a big ol' smooch. Mwah. My man. Don't think I don't realize. Don't think I don't recognize when you do these things. I appreciate it, my man. I really do. We're gonna hit it? I hope so. I don't know how much, you know, how doable it is, but I really hope we do. What is 1,500 bits? Is that $15? You're a psychopath, Dark Throne.
And I love you.
You crazy son of a bitch. Let me put your... I gotta change this up here. Let me put this in for you. There we go. You're up there. I will donate that at the end of the stream. At the end of the stream when I sit still for a minute. Thank you, my man. I genuinely... I know you're trying to help me hit the goal, and I really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. If we can hit the goal by the end of December, that'll be my Christmas present. Seriously. I'll be so stoked. Because that will mean that in the 2 years we've started doing the charities, we'll have raised $1,000 for charity, which is fucking awesome. For my little stream where we play crappy old games, $1,000 for charity is fucking amazing. I'll be so proud of that. What was I saying about Guild Wars? Oh, MMOs, right? Terra, that's it. I remember I was playing the class that has like... Why won't this guy die? There we go. I was playing the class that had 2 swords. And... I remember soloing one of those bamfs. Those big-ass motherfucking monsters, or whatever they were called. And I thought... This is like... an MMO Dark Souls. It really was, because I was doing the roll dodge to avoid the attacks and everything. I was just like MMO Dark Souls. That's as close as we're ever going to get to MMO Dark Souls, I think, was Release Terra. What a phenomenal game. And then it fucking turned into what... I didn't play Terra in its little dying days. But I've seen videos, and it looked like the shadow of its former self, you know? People were literally driving around in, like, mini coupes and stuff. It's so weird. Like, how did it go from the peak of fucking MMO gameplay to, like, people driving around in little cars? I just don't get it. Once we get a shield, that'd be very nice. No, I loved her. I've never played Warhammer Online. I don't think. There might have been a stream at some point where we... Level 3! There might have been a stream at some point where we did something like that, but... Is Warhammer Online the one where you can play as, like... enemy monsters, and other players have to fight you? Or was that Lord of the Rings Online? Can I just say, out of all of the MMOs we've ever played on this channel, and we've played a lot of them, I think Lord of the Rings Online was my least favorite. I hated that game. I think that's Lotro, yeah. I hated Lord of the Rings Online. I thought Lord of the Rings Online played like dog shit. I hated that game. As far as I know, Terra is still even live on console. Really? Shigsy! Hey Shigsy, how you doing, my man? Welcome to Guild Wars. Watch me. This one's for you, Shigsy. Yeah! I killed that Grawl just for you, man. He died that you may live. How you doing? We're just chilling in pre. We're gonna play a warrior. I've never gotten a warrior to like 20. I really want to get the anniversary elite and do some like weird multiple weapon hotbar bullshit. I am not trying to be optimal, I just want to have fun. I've shown off my main account earlier on in the stream. I've already got a bunch of characters that are like fairly optimal and fairly strong. I just want to have fun and start a fresh account. I've no like money I can draw from the Zunlai chest. Just a bunch of new gameplay. When did you last play Lotro? Hang on one sec. I'm going to move my camera because it keeps closing my eyes deliberately. There we go. When did you play Lotro? I think it has gotten quite vandalized with monetization since launch. I think the last time we played Lord of the Rings online would have been about a year ago. There was about a year ago we started playing a bunch of MMOs just to see what they were like. This stream has always been about old games. Like, we always play old games. We've played old, like, old-ass MMOs like Final Fantasy XI and EverQuest and like Dark Age of Camelot and shit like that. So we've definitely played Lotro, and it must have been about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I couldn't get into it. I felt the combat just felt awful. Like the feedback was just not there. I just felt like I was like hovering around. You know, I didn't feel connected to any of the fighting that was happening. Ooh, an axe attack. Don't mind if I do. You know what? We're going all warrior all the time. All we're having is warrior skills. Fuck every other class. Here's what we're gonna do. Fuck strength, right? We don't need it right now. We're gonna go axe, swordsmanship. What did he give me for hammer moves? This guy gives me hammer moves, I think. Or hammer bash causes knockdown. Is that it? All right, whatever. All three. We're gonna spread the love. We're gonna all three. Right, and then we go weapon sets. All of them. See if I can afford. If I sell all of this. We've got a 3-5, 3-5. Sell these. Right, we've got just enough for an ID kit. Right. Buy the ID kit. Improve sale value. Fuck! No! I wanted a good hammer. I've still got the starter hammer, I guess. Right, we'll sell that. Right. Slightly better axe. Highly salvageable, that's pretty good. Right. Hammer goes in the third slot. Axe and shield in the second slot. Look at that. We've got all three weapons. It's not going to be optimal at all, but it's going to be funny. And we'll buy a salvage kit. And we'll salvage this thing. 3 wood planks. Not bad. Right. So, with all of the... And we can put a point in strength for funsies. Right. We're going to go with... Sever Artery has the lowest adrenaline, right? So we use Sever Artery, then Gash. This one loses all adrenaline, so we do it at the end. Right? What a stupid hotbar. Fuck it. It's going to be beautiful. We start with the axe, right? So we have to do this the other way around. So the axe goes in the first slot, and the sword goes in the second slot, right? Start with the axe. Here we go. I'm overthinking this so hard, but it's going to be fun. We're gonna be a 3-weapon warrior. In fact, we'll have a bow as well. So we'll be a 4-weapon warrior just for the fun of it, just for the sheer sexual thrill of it. I remember the instrument system being really good in Lotro. Well, the thing is, there's a bunch of games now with instrument systems, and I think Lotro, you know, I remember New World, although New World is now dying, but I remember New World having a really cool instrument system that was kind of like Guitar Hero. I know that Final Fantasy XIV has a really good instrument system that people can like upload MIDIs to and like play music. I don't know. Lord of the Rings Online, I just don't... The thing is, I've played a lot of these old MMOs, and there's not a thing I can think of that Lord of the Rings Online does better than any other one. You know? Alright, check this out. Big spin. Ready? We go in the middle. Oh! Get span! And then we got a bow. The bow can be weapon slot 4. We are literally losing all of the weapon slots. It's so suboptimal, but I love it. Right, watch. We're going to use all 3 weapons on this guy. Here we go. Right, build up our adrenaline. Swap to the sword. Gash. Swap to the hammer. Knock him down. Oh, he's getting all his health back. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Use hammer bash to interrupt his rage skill. What? I don't remember this guy. It gives him his health back. Alright, we gotta rethink this. Also, using frenzy is a really bad idea. Right, sword. Oh my god, I thought he was doing that even when he was dead. I don't remember that guy. See, the issue here is I need Executioner's Strike to go in, like, where the axe is. So I think we need to go like this. Then it's sword, axe, hammer. So we had it right the first time. Also, this axe is way better, so we'll go with this axe. Alright. Now I'm feeling it. Once I get that elite that gives us all weapon skills, that's going to be gorgeous. We'll just swap between a bunch of weapons. We'll pick out all of the best skills from each weapon line and just use those. Like, we'll have renewing smash just for fun. We'll have yeah, that's a really cool idea. I just want to pick out all the warrior skills I think are fun. Fuck optimization. Don't need to be optimal. Just swap a bunch of weapons around. That's the thing. I really like weapon swapping conceptually, as long as it's not like a requirement. The thing about Guild Wars 2 is you've got that weapon swapping system, but it's like a requirement, like you're forced to do it. I feel like it's something you should be able to opt into if you want to, you know? Right. We've got all of the weapons we want. I'm going to salvage these for materials to get better weapons. What else can we do? Gift for Althea, Bandit Raid, Poor Tenant, Rose Replacement. I guess let's head back for right now. What I really need to do before I get any further is go and unlock Ranger. So I've got to unlock every other sub-job first. What's going on over here? If no one needs me sending things to the future characters, I'm off. See? Look at these people talking. No, I would be jumping to MMO is going to mess with me. I can't bounce around the town like an ADHD kid. Well, you're in the wrong fucking game, my friend. Bouncing around the towns is what you do in this game. There's a surprising number of warriors too. I think that's the thing. If all of these people knew what they were doing, there would not be this many warriors running around. I will bring your brother home. You have my word. Now, this guy sells weapons that I think we can actually use. But we need a bunch of iron. For the axe, we need 3 more iron. For the sword, these are actually pretty good for the level we get them at. We need 300 gold, iron, and wood. Better start fucking saving, I guess. We've got 4 wood already. We just need like 5 iron. That's such a weird, like, business model. Yeah, I sell weapons. Oh, can I buy one? Well, only if you bring me the stuff to make it with. Like, come on, dude. Just sell me a sword. My niece said GTA San Andreas is too low quality and now I'm crashing out and feeling old. Ah. This is just a bunch of boomers, isn't it? This is just a bunch of washed unks playing right now. Like me. To the gate. Follow me. I love Prince Rurik. I love when you meet him at one point in the Shiver Peaks and he's like, "Ah, my good and excellent friends." Prince Rurik would be like voiced by like Keanu Reeves doing his best fucking Bill and Ted. The Char have broken down the gates? Bogus. I know his sword is worth a lot. If you can get that drop, his sword is worth a lot. I can't remember how you get it. Alright, men. Fuck him up. Ow. Right. Then we swap to the axe. Spin. Executioner strike. Then we swap to the hammer. Bonk. Knock him down. Swap back to the sword. Look at that. Look at that full rotation. Full rotation of weapons. I'll be honest with you. The bow is kind of not required. The bow is a bit much. We'll take the bow off. Because I swapped to the bow and it screws me up. We'll keep the bow. We'll keep the bow in mind, but we won't use it as a weapon slot. Totally not groovy, dude. What is it? Totally not groovy, dude. I'm like Prince Rurik or some shit. King Adelburn. You're just a fucking unk, dude. All right. From here, we can do Bandit Raid. I need to unlock all the professions. So let's go get Monk and Necromancer. And we'll just kill stuff on the way. Yeah. I kind of love that. I kind of love that we're using all 3 weapons. It's so goofy. It's totally dumb. I don't need to be fucking perfect. I just need to be epic. This is going to be a bit of a pain. Let's try it. Slice. Chop. Swap to the axe. Cyclone axe. Executioner strike. Swap to the hammer. Hammer bash. Heal while he's on the floor. Swap back to the sword. Frenzy. Slice. Gash. Axe. Spin. Look at us go. Womp. Swap to the hammer. Bonk. Swap back to the sword. Now this is how you warrior, boys. This is how it's done. Imagine sticking to only one weapon. That's cringe. You need all three. Just call me the weapons master. Or you. Right. Slash. You know what? You're not even worth all my weapons. I'm just gonna kill you. Oh, look at that pile of goons. I want it. I want it. I want all of these guys dead. We're gonna use our axe for this. For the cyclone. Look at that! Just keep spinning. We're gonna do Darius mode. Look at that cyclone axe do work. We got a vial of dye, baby. Bonk. The sad truth is, you've got two choices in this game. You can either be a warrior and swap between 3 weapons constantly, or you can be an elementalist and just press 1 over and over again as you spam flare. 2 mage. Oh god, that's a fucking lot of guys. Oh jeez. Okay, some of them have left. Oh! Gash him down. Swap to the axe. Spin. Slice. Knock him on his ass. Heal while he's down. Whew. Say what you will, but each fight is intense. Every fight is like impossible. Okay. 4 level 3s. If we spam Cyclone Axe, we'll be alright. Just spam Cyclone Axe. Look at that. Look at that. Only downside to spamming Cyclone Axe is run out of MP, like, immediately. This is the fun part of Warrior, in my opinion. The fun part of Warrior is in how, like, under certain circumstances, you can just stand there and let a bunch of guys just wail on you, you know? Not every class can do that. Woo! Easy win. Maybe they intended on this. Maybe they intended on you as a player, because no other class really. I guess they all do kind of get a different set of skills, don't they? Everyone gets, like, if you play Elementalist, it'll give you like air magic and water magic and fire magic. So I guess they're trying to make you use a bunch of different stuff in the tutorial and see which you like the best. But what if you just didn't like specialize? What if you just had all 3? And just used all 3. I think that'd be fun to see. I can't imagine it'll be the most effective thing in the world, but it could. It could work. I think it could work and at least delete the beating prophecies. Like, prophecies is not that hard. And we'll just pick out all the best skills. Be fine. Devona, I did it. I found the lunchbox full of sandwiches. Shit, look at all these quests I have. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. That's going to give us more axe mastery. Why not? Add another point of strength. Now this quest is like bugged. This Miller Upton quest is like bugged. Every time I've attempted to do it, the bees will like stop at the bridge. You're supposed to take this honeycomb over the bridge and leave the bees on the other side. But every time I've tried this so far, the bees have gotten stuck on the bridge. So I'm going to try and lead them like around first. Like, I'm going to try not to get them stuck on this sign. Maybe if I lead them this way. Devona's over there getting her ass kicked. Good. Well, I don't think I succeeded. But that quest has been bugged every time I've tried it. Huh! Oh god, it's Vatlor Doomtooth. He's running. Easy win. I had it a group stuck when I did it too. Yeah, I think it's bugged. I think this quest can't be done right now. Like, I've learned... I don't even think... See, that swarm of bees didn't even join me. Sorry, I sneezed. So I don't think this quest is, like, doable at the moment. I think it's bugged. They did say there was a few bugs. Like, look, this is quest for Althea. There's supposed to be a pearl here for her. I don't know if I can do that quest either. If the pearl is missing. The feather is where it's supposed to be. But maybe they moved the pearl or something? I don't know. I feel like some of the quests are a bit fucked. I relogged and that fixed it for me? It doesn't matter that much. We did get a bunch of quest weapons, though. Ooh, big boy shield. Give me that bad boy. That's a good shield. We keep that. Better hammer. Very nice. Better sword. Very nice. Any better axes? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, we like improved sale value. Improved sale value, that's what we want to see. Stammer! Nice skirt, thanks baby. There you go, Stammer, just for you. Little upskirt action. Just for you. We are $15 closer, by the way. Thanks to our big boy Dark Throne. We're getting there. We're getting there. It can be done. I'm just glad you guys, or at least some of you guys, I don't know, seem to get some joy out of my streams. That makes me happy. Let me think. Little Thumb's big cloak, don't need. Gift for Althea. Like, gift for Althea and the poor tenant, I think, are bugged. So I'm not worried about doing those quests. Little Thumbs Big Cloak we could do. Rose Replacement we could do. Werewolf Wizard we could do. Worm Problem we can do. Devour egg from Fadden Hawthorn for me. Then use it to lure the queen into the open. So that's what the other egg is for. I forgot last time what the other egg was for. We'll get the eggs in a minute. First, sell all this crap we got. The vial of blue dye, like, meh. We aren't going to get very much money for that. Mirak the Scribe. And of course, if you've played Factions, this is the face of a very, very detestable man. If you've played through Factions, this guy right here is a piece of shit. Brother Menlo, I fucking hate you. I hate you, Brother Menlo. In Factions, there's a lot of missions that are like Brother Menlo and Master Togo will be NPC followers, and they have to survive. If they die, you fail the mission. And let me tell you something right now, they try very hard to die. They actively go out of their way to die. It fucking sucks. We're gonna take Rites of Remembrance, because I think we can do that at the same time. We'll come back and do the Necromancer one after. How you doing, Stammer? We're just playing a bit of Guild. We're doing a silly build. We're doing a silly fun build. Or a silly fun playstyle, I should say. And we're just playing at my own pace. Last time I feel like I was a little bit kind of like rushing myself for some reason. I don't want to do that. I want to just have fun, you know? I was kind of like, oh, we have to get to the post-searing, and I'm like, calm down. It's fucking Guild Wars, dude. FF11 doesn't have a lot of escort missions, but I remember Nightmare 1 tours when Naja Salahim goes through it. Yeah. I hate it. I mean, I know it's like, what a take to be like, I hate escort missions, but the thing about escort missions is, why is it, right, in every game that's ever existed in the history of time, do NPCs that are on your escort mission always move slower than you? Like, not just slower than you, massively slower than you. Why? Why can't they ever keep up? Like, look at this fucking dillweed. If I ran at full tilt, he wouldn't keep up. Yeah, look, I outstrip him by like at least half. Why? Why can't he just go at the same speed of me? They're slower than you run, but faster you walk. Yeah, I don't get why that's the norm. That's like every escort mission ever. I remember there's a kind of fate in FF14 where you're supposed to escort a creature to like a goal, but rather than it just following you, you have to stop every like 2 meters and type /beckon to beckon them to follow you, and they follow you for like 2 meters and then stand still, and you have to do it again and again and again and again until you reach the goal. That is the single worst way I've ever seen it done. Did I finish votes? Yes, I did. That is the single worst way I've ever seen it done. But yeah, last time for some reason I was like super interested in like showcasing the game, and I didn't really like, I wasn't really playing it for me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to the post and show you guys what post-searing is like, and I'm gonna rush through this. I feel like I need to not do that. I need to just enjoy the game at my own speed and do the things I want to do. And then I'm more likely to just like play it, because I really want to do some fun Guild Wars stuff. Speaking of Final Fantasy, we have retail again, which is awesome. I do have plans to carry on with our mission grind. The next mission, we're literally on the skeleton mission. Skeleton man! I have plans for that. So, if anyone has any level 50 classes on retail that they want to join me for content with, they are more than welcome, but you have got to be level 50. Yeah, baby Beacon leaves. Yeah, I hate those. Those suck supreme ass. Those are the worst leaves. Those are the worst leaves, dude. And I used to spam leaves. I thought leaves were great, except those ones. Like, there's things I love about Final Fantasy XIV. There really are. I think there's some stuff in Final Fantasy XIV that I think is absolutely awesome. I think some fates are really cool. I think some leaves are really cool. I think some dungeons are really cool. Legitimately, I think some of the Final Fantasy XIV dungeons are fucking sick as hell. I actually think the Vault is awesome. Why do I think the Vault is awesome? I think the Vault is really cool as a dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV because the final guy, Charibert, I can remember his name. That's how much I like that dungeon. Charibert is hard. He's difficult. Like, he is a difficult fight. And I really think every dungeon should be held to the Vault standards in that game. If every dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV was like the Vault, I think I'd like that game a whole lot more. But 90% of the dungeons are just mindlessly easy. And then you've got stuff like the Vault and that Poison Swamp one that people hate. And it's like, you only hate them because they actually require some level of effort. Yeah? So the only reason they hate them is because they require some level of, like, actual trying. We need this. Skeleton mission. I am training Dark Knight. I trained Warrior as soon as I got my retail back. I got Warrior to 37, and now I'm in the process of training Dark Knight. I just want to be a big slammer jammer. I just want to slam shit. I've decided I'm past the point in my sort of MMO career where I'm like, oh, I want to use like a weird and wonderful like buffer, debuffer, enchanter, enhancer, tank, paladin. No, I just want to slam a guy, you know? I just want to get a big fucking weapon and slam. Come on and slam. And welcome to Japan. Come on and slam. But that's what I want to do. And I tell you something. I really feel like part of my issue with Dark Knight was always like, let's be frank. Until you get Ground Strike, yeah, Greatsword is terrible. It's terrible in every way. It's slow. A lot of the great swords that you can get access to, like up until like level 50, are shit. Great sword sucks, right? We all know that. We all accept that, right? So that's written off as a shit weapon. And then you've got Scythe. Now, Scythe is the single most agonizing weapon in the whole fucking game to use. I miss an attack with a scythe, and I go and make dinner, you know? I hate that weapon. Plus, they're ugly. I just think scythes are ugly. They're kind of ugly as weapons. Right? This guy's gonna get fucking wrecked. Here he goes. Boom. Farming equipment? Yeah, they look shit. I'm sorry, no amount of anime can convince me otherwise that scythes just look shit. Right? Is this guy gonna step on the other trap for me? No. Okay. So I've started using a Great Axe on Dark Knight. And can I just say, it's fucking awesome. Great Axe Dark Knight is just so much damage, it's not even funny. Stormwind? Why is Stormwind that good? Why is Stormwind that good? Why is it every other weapon skill in that game goes like, 140 damage, 130 damage. Stormwind, 700 damage. Like, why? Why is it so good? Right. Fight this guy. I'm gonna use my hammer. I'm gonna use my new hammer. Bonk him. Get bonked. Absolutely bonked into next week, boys. But yeah, I've been running around doing like Last Resort, Berserk, Stormwinds, and it's just the funniest shit in the world. Like, I take on like very toughs and just one-shot them. Like, taking on a very tough on your own, you shouldn't be able to one-shot it. But I do. You know? It's kinda goofy. It's 2 hit, has a 6 stream and it's total very 2 bits. It holds it. Yeah, it's crazy good. So my plan for the Skeleton Man is going to be just to run in and just Stormwind him to death. Hopefully. I did it. Right, so that's Monk and Necromancer done. So we've got Elementalist and Ranger left. We'll do Elementalist next, then we'll finish up with Ranger, and then we can get our pet. Which 817 damage is going to be strong? Yeah. Stormwind's kind of the be-all, end-all of those bullshit ones, though. I remember when I was a kid, I used to really like Warrior Thief at level 30, just for the sneak attack Stormwinds. That was goofy. But yeah, we're going to be playing a bunch more retail now. We're going to be playing Cat's Eye still, because I have been playing both. I've been swapping between the two, and yesterday I even played both at the same time. I was sort of like Final Fantasy XI max pilling. We're going to be playing both as the need arises, as my mood takes me. We're going to be playing Guild Wars. We've got Sonic We've got Sonic Cross-Dressing coming up. With knights and stuff, we're going to be playing a bunch of races just for funsies there. What else? I've got a bunch of stuff in my wish list. It's just we got a bunch of stuff going on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna salvage. I want iron. I don't want fucking wood. I've got 10 wood planks. I don't think any of this stuff is gonna give me iron. It's all gonna give me wood. Bah. Right, let's do... second profession. We're gonna abandon these quests because I don't think we can actually do them. Rose replacement, that's the egg. Worm problem means the egg. Little Thom's big cloak and Wayward Wizard. Let's do Wayward Wizard because that's how we're gonna get Elementalist. The what now? Sonic Racing, Sonic Sonic Cross-Dressing. I can't. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. There we go. We got that coming up. I love that game. The thing is, I'm not spoiling myself on it by like playing it a bunch because I want to wait till Knights comes out. Once Knights comes out, we're gonna fucking just go ham with it. Knights and Sega All Stars Cross Racing. Cross Racing. Yeah, it's fucking hard. Cross Worlds Racing Transformed. It's not easy. I will say, Sonic Racing and All Stars Transformed or whatever, the first or the other racing game they did, is fucking awesome too. That game's great. Race those crossword puzzles. I'm bad at crosswords, but I'm bad at puzzles in general. I'm bad at puzzles in general. There's something like... I don't want to say that I'm just stupid, because that's derivative. I think I lack the ability to enjoy puzzles. Like, people love games like Tetris and things. I fucking hate Tetris. I hate puzzle games. Oh, we're getting strong now, look. Remember when it took us 3 hours to kill these guys? Now it's taking us, like, barely any time at all. Another vial of dye. All we need is a black dye. If we get a black dye, all our money problems are gone. We just need a black dye. Played it once and enjoyed my time with it? Yeah. I haven't watched the Game Grumps since 6 months, but I just checked out a Crossbows video in an area and saying Racing Gentleman was high. It is! It is! It legitimately is. Racing, the Transform game is fucking awesome. People love Mario Kart, and I genuinely don't know why. Like, I know I rag on Mario and Nintendo a lot, because I do think they get a fucking free ride for putting out average shit. But Mario Kart I've always found really slow. Like, it just feels slow. Whereas all the Sonic racing games always feel really fast and hectic, and some of the levels are fucking gorgeous, and there's one level in particular I remember that's a Golden Axe themed level, and you fly through the mouth of a giant fucking skeletal fire-breathing dragon, and the music's like like all fucking orchestral, the Golden Axe theme, and it's so unbelievably hype. It's so fucking hype. Like, the thing about that Mario Kart World thing was like, what was the big thing about that? Oh, you get to drive around in an open world. Who gives a shit? That's such a not interesting development for a racing game. Yeah? Open world? If anything, these days, the words open world do the opposite of sell me on a game. They kind of make me wary of a game these days, because the temptation is there, I think, for a lot of people or a lot of devs to make something open world just so that they can minimize how well crafted something is. They can just say, right, we've stuck you in an open world and you can fucking find the fun yourself, rather than making a really tight, like some of the best, like for example, like fucking Mullet Magic and all those really fun, like under 3 hour games I played. Really tight, well made, short games, I think, blow those over 70-hour open world nonsense shit games out of the water. Like, compare Elden Ring to Mullet Magic, and in my view, Mullet Magic wins every single time. I would rather play the 3 hours of Mullet Magic 70 times over than play through Elden Ring once. Although I will say, I have been playing a little bit of Elden Ring recently. I've been playing a small amount of Elden Ring every so often recently. Out of sheer, I don't know, just wanting something different to do, you know. Apparently, nobody really likes that Mario Kart game. They only bought it and play it because it's one of the 2 games now on the, I think 3 of the games on the Switch too. It's been like extended by a new console, and way too quick to buy one of those games to justify the purchase. I mean, I've heard that it's serviceable and it's Mario Kart, and there are people who just like Mario Kart and they'll buy Mario Kart. And that's fine. If you like Mario Kart and you just want to play another Mario Kart, and even if you like Mario Kart Worlds or whatever and you think it's great, that's also fine. Because I will say, I don't think there's anything wrong with Mario Kart fundamentally. But I just think there are a lot of kart races, particularly the Sonic ones, that do it better. Like that Kirby Air Rider. Here's the thing. I'm not like biased against Nintendo, because I think that Kirby Air Riders one looks sick as fuck. I'd play that Kirby Air Riders one for sure. That one looks awesome. The downside to that one, unfortunately, is that it's Kirby, and I'll be honest with you, I don't give a flying fuck about Kirby. But the speed and the chaos of that one looks awesome. I think that one looks great. It's just Mario Kart to me always looks really slow and sluggish. Check this out, boys. Firestorm. I love Firestorm. Firestorm Warrior. This is Dark Knight. Here we go. Ugh! Shoom, 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 shoom. And dead. Come back here. Elden Ring's idea is something I'm a fan of. Breath of the Wild did that way better. Yes, that was my biggest issue with Elden Ring, was the fact that, like I said before, I actually really enjoyed Elden Ring when it was in, like, the dungeons and stuff. When you were in, like, the castle and, like, the academy and stuff. I thought it was great, because those were, like, crafted areas that was... that they had a vision in mind for. I feel like the big open world was a detriment to the game, because all I ever did was run around thinking to myself, there's probably some hole in the earth somewhere that I'm missing, or some fucking boring shit dungeon that I'm missing, and I'd have to scour through every square inch of plain, barren, open space, fighting one monster occasionally if I'm lucky. You know? I hated that. Right, we're gonna drop this brown dye. Actually, why drop it? We'll use it on our hat. Excellent. Let's salvage. Why am I getting stones from a sword? I want to get iron ingots. We need iron ingots out the arse. Right, we've got 3 iron ingots. We used up our salvaging kit. All this other stuff. We can identify the sword. We can identify this. This. Alright. And we leveled up. That's another point in swordsmanship, if you ask me. But yeah, the Elden Ring's whole open world thing was really a detriment to me. Because, like I said, I loved it when you were actually in the game doing dungeons and things. I thought it was great. Like, the part where you're in the... what was it? Godric's castle and the Raya Lucaria and even, like, the underground section and stuff. I thought it was great. And there were characters that I actually thought were really cool and interesting in that game. Nowhere near like Dark Souls 1. I think Dark Souls 1 blows all of those FromSoft games out of the water when it comes to memorable characters. But I thought Blythe was really cool. Obviously, I did. I thought Ranni was really cool. I thought what's his face? Fuck. That one from that one opponent we had in the DLC, who was like the twin sword woman. She was really cool. I would go so far to say that Elden Ring's open world is a detract. Yes, it is. And also there's a bit of artificial. You can imagine Darkroot Garden, but instead of being a tight area, there's spoil. Yes, that's exactly how I felt. I felt like the open world was really a massive detriment. Because that's the thing about Dark Souls, I think, that people forgot, was that Dark Souls was so well tightly crafted that everything looped back around onto itself. Like, the world of Dark Souls 1 is so perfectly crafted that people still talk about it to this day. The fact that you always end up looping back round the Firelink Shrine and everything is interconnected. Like, people love the level design in Dark Souls 1. Oh shit. I'm guessing our, we've got Time Flies When You're Having Rum. I'm guessing our Celtic music playlist ended. In fact, fuck it. We're gonna listen to this. Pirate music.
No future was there in London for a
Yeah!
So I left my home and I went to seek my fortune on the sea. I signed aboard a merchant ship bound for the West Indies, and 6 weeks out we tacked into the winds of piracy.
I love a good sea shanty, me.
Sails on the horizon and we tried to make a run.
Where am I going?
And when we saw that black flag, then our running it was done. And when those pirates boarded us, they told us one by one, you can die or join our crew, me boys. Time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys. Time flies when you're having rum. When you're sailing under the black flag and you're firing all your guns. We take a Spanish treasure, you divide by rule of thumb. The voyage will be over soon enough. Time flies when you're having rum. With a pistol to my forehead.
That's enough of that. I just wanted to hear the chorus. Did I not hear about remember our dear Lucatiel? Well, that's the other thing. Like, there's I'm not crazy about like Dark Souls 2, okay? I know the temptation is there to be like, oh, Dark Souls 2 is like misunderstood, or it's like, oh, it's not as bad as people say. I will be honest, right? I'll be the first person to be a contrarian. I'll be the first person to be like, Dark Souls 2 is actually pretty good. I've got to be honest with you, it's not. Dark Souls 2 is not very good. And I don't really... Can I survive? I'm being pummeled. Woo! That was a fucking DPS check. Thank God for Firestorm. But yeah, the fact that we went from these tightly crafted worlds in Dark Souls 1, where everything's interconnected and everything's really impressive and you feel like the world is a living, breathing thing, you go to Elden Ring and it's the complete opposite. You're running around a big empty field for 90% of the fucking game, you know? None of it feels interconnected. I know it's a thing about scope. It's a thing about scope. People who are impressed with Elden Ring are impressed with how big the world is. And to their credit, they do cram a lot of stuff into that world. But it still doesn't feel like it, okay? Because a lot of the stuff that they cram in is like dungeons that don't feel part of the world because they're just holes in the ground. Yeah? They're always holes in the ground that you then teleport out of at the end. Once you beat the boss, you click on the thing, and it teleports you out. You never really teleported out of things in Dark Souls 1, because you would end up looping back round and finding a secret exit, and then, oh, I'm back here again? The world felt real in there. In Elden Ring, you don't get that. It feels like a big open world, filled with instance dungeons, you know? Felt more like Guild Wars, honestly. See, now my inventory's full, I'm kind of stuck using the axe because I can't swap weapon. But we are getting a lot of XP from these stupid golems. Oh no! Please. I have like no healing anymore. Thanks to stupid ass Firestorm. I've got no healing left. But the thing is about Elden Ring, I wanted to love it. And I think another part of it as well is this. Because of the way I specifically play all of those games the first time through any of those games, I play it completely solo. I use none of the summons or anything. I just do it all by myself, right? And I did that with Elden Ring. I feel like Elden Ring kind of, in order to enjoy it, it kind of demands that you use the summon, like the little ash summons and things, to get the most out of the game. Yeah, because struggling through some of those boss fights is just not fun. And they would have been made a lot easier by having a powerful summoned friend. I never once have used Mimic Tear. I know that's a big point of contention. But just using some of the other ones, like the wolves or the little fanged imps or, you know, any of those. I feel like to get the most out of that game, you have to use everything there is. And it's that Dark Souls mentality of like, oh, if I don't beat the game in a certain way, then I haven't really beaten it. Which is another reason why I hate the whole fucking get good movement that's around that entire community. Oh, you didn't beat the game using only the fucking silly shoes? Oh, well, you're not really a true gamer, are you? You know? I remember playing Elden Ring with the skeletons. Frank and Bob? Oh, that may have been like another playthrough or something. I didn't use any summons for the actual game, I don't think. Please die. Thank you. I hate this snowy part. It's one of the reasons why I hate Orion. You have to come all the way out here to find him. It's like, Orion, you're the only reason anyone comes here. I hate you. We've got a lot of icy lodestones, though. Let's drop... Let's just use the blue dye on our fucking... Let's use it on our bag. Blue bag! I love that you can dye your bag. It's like, that gives you nothing. I don't have a salvage kit. Fuck. I was gonna salvage everything. But you play down the ring with a controller, now you use keyboard and mouse, you don't even use your hands, man. You work your opponents on the peripherals and beat the game, that's how exactly! I hate that. I hate that. Right? It's this whole, oh, the games are hard, so if you don't do it in the hardest possible way, you're a fucking pussy. And it's like, I don't subscribe to that. I do it the first time through by myself as a personal, like, masochism thing. But in general, I think people should be able to play that game however the fuck they want. All of them. If you want to summon for them, go ahead, you know? So I've been playing a little bit of Elden Ring again, and I'm just trying to kind of like I've been using like the little ash summons, and I've been, you know, using strength weapons and things that I think just look cool. I've been having a little bit of fun with it. But I'm also kind of like ignoring the open world. I'm like sprinting through all of the actual, what I would call actual content. I just got off fucking work, man. I played a BB. Exactly. That is 100%. Look at that. We are going to die. You go in there. We are going to die. But I'm going to do it anyway. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I don't have a heal, which is a problem. But we need to get past this little group. We're just going to have to go for it. We've just got to go for it. Here we go. Maybe if I hit him with Firestorm first. Go, go, go. That's it. Axe him down. Spinning axe. Oh my god. Cyclone axe does work. Come on. Come on. I got most of them. Run. No. Ah. No. If we didn't have to replace our fucking healing with fire shitting storm. I hate this quest. I hate going over this shitty mountain. We did a lot of damage though. If we had our heal, we'd have survived that. No? Well, the thing is, Dark Throne, we're playing a warrior, so dying is just gonna be like par for the fucking course. Warriors in this game do two things. Exist, and then die. All warriors are good for are being the ones who die. That's what they do. But yeah, I agree with you, Son. Like, the people that sit there and be like, oh, you didn't play the game properly. I beat the whole game using only the stinky stick, and you didn't, so I'm better than you. It's like, fuck off, dude. That's the thing I had about Final Fantasy 11 when we played on Eden, and I was using a greatsword. Okay, and people were like, oh no, you shouldn't use the greatsword, you should use the great axe. It's like, dude, I will play the game however the fuck I want. Yeah, I will do whatever the hell I want. Unless you're coming over here, paying my subscription fee, I will play the game however I want. Yeah, especially when the content that we're doing is like Valkurm Dunes. You know what I mean? We're not doing we're not doing a VNM, we're not doing a fucking H&M, we're not doing like fucking Absolute Virtue. If I'd signed up to be Absolute Virtue, then maybe I would sit there and min-max a little bit, yeah? But no, I'm fighting Clipper in Valkurm Dunes. I will use a greatsword if I want to. I promise you, it won't matter. You know? I feel like that, especially these days, there's way too much of an emphasis players put on like optimization. Yeah, first thing you ever see when a new game comes out is best way to do this, best class build, best this, best that. The age of discovery is fucking gone. No one discovers cool new things anymore because it's all, oh well, you know, in the first 1 second of a new game coming out, here's the best build, here's this, here's that, you know. I hate that. And it's the nature of the beast, you know, it's just how the internet is, but I feel like it's on people. I feel like it's on people to say to themselves, well, I'm not going to look stuff up. I'm just going to play the game and figure stuff out. Not enough people do that. Not enough people have that mental. It's exactly what I did with Elden Ring. I said, I'm not going to fucking look anything up. I'm just going to play the game and use the weapons that I think are cool and use the strategies that I think are cool. That's how I ended up being a fucking poison bow user. Because I just thought it was cool to poison shit, you know? Then you get PvP stands to get salty when you firewall their incoming connection. Exactly. Like, it's just a sad state of affairs that people feel like the only way to have fun anymore, I used Frenzy, what an idiot, is to min-max the shit out of something. And there are people who get delight out of min-maxing, and that's fine. Like, I know when I play D&D, sometimes I try and make sort of min-maxed sort of characters, and they can be fun to play. But does everything need to be like completely optimal? You know, is it okay that I maybe do something a bit off kilter? Like League of Legends is a good example. I play a lot of Ezreal in League of Legends, and I actually really like building him a certain way, but it's not at all optimal. The thing is with League of Legends, if you do well, everyone says great, they ignore you. If you do badly, they look at your build and they say, oh my god, you're using that on Ezreal? Are you fucking stupid? And it's like, I promise you, we'd be losing no matter what I did. You know? This stupid mountain sucks. I can't escape. Leave me alone! They're chasing me to the ends of the earth. What's this bullshit? Ah! That's ended up being a spear throw Chad who has stun-locked everything. Well, that's the thing. I also think, like, there's no way everyone thinks that the meta is fun. Right? There's no way that every single person sits there and goes, oh, well, this is the most fun thing ever. You know? I feel like some of the most fun stuff that I've done in those games is stuff that's weird and shit and strange. Like the martial arts weapons that you find in Elden Ring, I think they are so fucking fun. They are so fun to use, and yet I'm pretty confident they're not high tier at all, because you're just punching and kicking people. But they're so fun. I had 2 strats in LoL, either went Shiv and Farm to 8 all turrets and inhibitors, or went Leo and ate everything that moved. Exactly, like, League of Legends is one of those games where no matter what you do, some games you're just not going to win. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner that game is like... The thing is, it's easy to think like it's like any other game. If you do well enough, you will be rewarded and you will win, right? You have to do well. But League of Legends, the reason people get angry at it and the reason people get annoyed with it is because it doesn't work like that. Because it's a team game, you can be doing amazingly and still lose. You know? That's just the nature of it. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating that you can go 3-0 in lane in the first 10 minutes and still lose because your top laner fucking rage quit, or your top laner went fucking 0-20. You know? Well, their jungler happened to gank you 6 or 7 times in a fucking row, you know? It's a frustrating experience. Because the amount of effort you put in doesn't necessarily translate to wins. God, yes, the Storm Sword weapon art is so simple but so effective. My favorite weapon art is the one where you just, like, is the Barbarian Roar that, like, alters your heavy attacks. I fucking love that. The Barbarian Roar with great axes, you can just, like, power through so much shit and slam people into the ground. It's so fun. I'm going to drop this thing. It's just so that I can swap to my sword. I feel like our axe is kind of shit. This mountain sucks. Losing our healing signet has really fucked us. It's really fucked us. And I don't remember this mountain being this hard. But losing our healing signet has completely fucked us on this. But we're nearly there, I think. We just need to get over here. And we've gained a lot of XP, at least. But yeah, people are too interested in playing what's the meta in a lot of games. On the other hand, though, with League of Legends, there's certain... Like, I know for me, for a fact, that sometimes you just want to play a game and you want to be like, I'll just do this build or do this, whatever. I just want to play the game. That's fine. You know, you want to log... Like, where it really sucks, where it sucks the most, I would say, is card games. Yeah? That sort of net decking meta shit is the worst for card games. Because that's what happens with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? It becomes... Are you using one of these 2 decks? No? Then you are fucked. That is it. That is the game now. The game is now these 2 decks for the next season. And for season after that, it's the next 2 decks, you know? Card games are ruined by that shit. And I think the only reason card games work in real life is just because not everyone can afford to buy the best decks, you know? You play it online, though, everyone can get the best decks, so... It's the main reason I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong. I actually really, really enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! When you take out, like, the top 10 decks. If you take out the top 10 decks, and people say, oh, but then there's another top 10 decks. It's like, no, the top 10 decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are always just fucking insane, and just don't allow you to play at all. I liked... On the channel, we've got that game where I played Time Wizard versus... Harpies. That was such an intense, fun game. That was such an intense, fun card game that could have gone anyone's direction. Because we were both using older decks of similar power levels. Yeah, and it was just... Oh, it was so fun. And the other thing, the other main problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that every game is decided in one turn. Yeah? Take the older decks, like the Dark Magician decks, and like Harpies, and even like War Rock and stuff like that. They're really fun decks because they don't immediately just bring out 70 cards that win the game. They're more about, here are my flagship monsters, I'll bring them out, they've got some support. That's kind of it. That's all they do. But they're fun for that, you know? Right, fuck this guy. Not bad. Not too bad. We're nearly there. It's taken me 100 years, but we're nearly there. But we're going to try and do a bunch of streams this week, because I've got, not a lot that I want to do off stream, and I've got a bunch of games I want to play. I've got a bunch of games I want to play right now. I want to play Guild Wars, I want to play Final Fantasy, I want to play Sonic. I also kind of want to revisit that first Berserker Kazan thing. Because I was enjoying that, but I kind of want to do my build sensibly instead of just pumping all my points into strength. I feel like I'd enjoy that game a lot more if I had a health bar. Instead of trying to beat the whole thing, like, with no health. I don't know why I did that. Come here. Come here, you little bastard. I like playing Guild Wars on stream because it's kind of just chill. It's a really chill. It's the same thing as Final Fantasy XI. It's just a chill kind of thing that I have to pay attention to, but not too much. Yeah, so I can still chat and stuff. Oh, we needed that. I forgot about the bear pelt. Lovely job. Alright, Orion, I finally found you, you fucking asshole. Why were you over Death Mountain? Right, that's done. We've got that. Let's go back. I think we can get some cool weapons. Right, I need a little bit more iron. Which I can hopefully get from these tribal blades. Let's see. You improve sale value. Very nice. That's all we want to see when it comes to blues. We just want to see improved sale value. Because we're just going to sell them. Right. Salvage kit. Give me iron. Okay. Oh, yes! I think we've got enough. Alright. 6 iron, 12 wood. That's gotta be enough. Give me my weapons. Then again, I don't know. This sword is pretty fucking baller too. Is it? Are these weapons actually better than what I've got? definitely need a better axe, because we're still using the fucking spiked axe. So let's get a better axe. Axe of Fortitude. Give. Okay. Now we need more iron for the Rin Blade. Yeah, they're definitely better. The Rin Blade and the Foe Hammer. We need iron. 8 iron, so we need 6 more iron. I've definitely got enough wood. You there. Customize my axe. And my axe! My axe is going to be fucking badass now. Look at that. Axe of Kings. We now have 3 points in everything. Even hammer mastery. Wayward Wizard's done, so we can cash that in. I did it.
Are you proud of me now, Dad? You said I'd never amount to anything. And I did the Wayward Wizard on Guild Wars 1.
Look at all these warriors. Look at all these beefcakes running around. I think warrior is really popular among the new players. Right, that's done. Let's go hand in this bear pelt. Where are you? I know that you can trade these red iris flowers in for something, but I don't know what. I think it's like gifts of the traveler. Alright. We've got that. That's easily done. These are both easily done. All we've got left to do now is go and unlock Ranger. Then we can have our pet, and we're running at maximum capacity then. See, now the pearl is there. Let's take it. If we take the pearl and the feather, I forget what the other thing is. Pearl, the feather, and like... There's a pearl, a feather, and something else for that quest. I cannot remember what the third item is. Fuck. What's the third item? Oh, it's the pendant. The beautiful pendant. I remember. Alright, we can do that quest too. If the pendant is there. The pendant is like on the little mountain. We can do that. Easy peasy. It's amazing what your brain will remember if you force it. If you like really strain. That gnarled little piece of information. Stuck in my grey matter from 20 years ago. You know what? Look how quick we kill these now. Remember when it took us 3 hours to kill one of these? Not anymore, baby. Something interesting happened in this game like 2 days ago, where some rich, like old players, bought up all of the materials, all of the crafting materials, all of the runes, bought all of them from the stores, so they sold out, and then no one could buy any materials and stuff. And I just thought, that is so indicative of, like, just what dickheads are like. Imagine that. Imagine you play an ancient fucking 20-year-old game, right? And a bunch of new players come in, and your first instinct is to ruin it for them. Like, a bunch of new players in my fucking ancient MMO? Not on my watch. I'll buy all the items so they can't. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Alright, this is the most important part. Actually getting our sub-job. I want my companion. And I want him now. We're gonna be a true barbarian. We're gonna use big hammer weapons, we're gonna use big axe weapons, and we're gonna have a pet wolf. What's more barbarian than that? What's more metal than that, you know? And we are going to kill stuff just on the off chance that we get like a valuable die. Plus it's giving us XP. Plus I do need a little bit more iron. So we can get iron drops. That'd be great. I'm really having fun revisiting Guild Wars. I didn't think I would. I thought, like, you know, I've played that game to death. I've done everything you can possibly do in Guild Wars. I've done it all. You know, I've done all the hard modes and all this. I mean, you saw my main account at the start of the stream. I've done, like, fucking everything. I thought, I'm not going to enjoy going back. There's nothing for me there anymore. But revisiting the game with a fresh account, where I have to, like, I can't just rely on my vast fortune and stuff like that, is genuinely filling me with, like, a sense of, I don't know, wonder. And all these other players coming back and stuff, it's just, it's peak. This Reforged thing is absolute peak. I love it. I will say it's stuttering a little bit, which I think is just due to the servers being so full of players. I've got to imagine that the Guild Wars 1 servers aren't the strongest in the world, right? They've had, for so long, they've been like, we've only got a deal of like 10 people. Now there's hundreds of players, they're getting fucking hammered. Give me iron. Alright, good enough. Leave me alone. I'm charming you by wiggling my boobs left and right. Just like real life. Wiggle titties, charm animal. You know what I'm saying? Look at that spread. Look at that even spread. I will say tactics is a really interesting skill, because there's a bunch of actually pretty cool moves in tactics, but the thing is, if you put points into tactics, you've got to sacrifice so much. You've got to sacrifice strength and or like your weapon, which is a bit too much to ask, I think. I am ready to become a ranger, baby. Yes. You. Take this filthy cat. Don't want it. I want a dog, like a real man. In the words of Ron Swanson, Any dog under 20 pounds is a cat, and cats are pointless. Alright, we're gonna go charm a wolf. And then let's do... While we're here, let's go get the egg. That way we can do worm problem as well. What I really need to do is catfish some, like, sugar daddy player into giving me a bunch of plat. I have no idea. When we reach Ascalon, I have no idea how I'm going to be able to afford any armor. I'm going to be running around in scrub armor the whole game. I have no idea how to afford real armor. Why is the game stuttering so much? Let me... minimize a few things. That might help. I've minimized everything I can. It might just be the game itself is stuttering under the weight of its own newfound success. I'll protect Fadden. Come on, Fadden. The thing about Frenzy is, even though it's like shit because it gets you killed, just 33% attack speed buff is so good. I wish that was it. If it was just a 33%, that would be a great move. Everyone would use it. But maybe like just make it lower armor or something. That would be fine. If it did the same thing but like lowered armor by like maybe 20% or something, or like 20, that'd be fine. I'd still use it, but making you take double damage seems a bit fucking excessive. Swap to the axe, just so we can spin them around, baby. So we've got the axe for AoE. We've got the hammer for interrupts. And we've got the sword for single target. Why is it stuttering so much, though? You seeing that? It was doing fine. It was doing fine. I'm going to turn the graphics down. That might help. I do have it on like the highest setting. That might help a little. I also potentially need a stronger... this computer's relatively new, but I need to get like a better fan for it. The fan inside, I've noticed, is not particularly great. So I worry that it'll overheat in this tiny enclosed space that I have it in. Cheap viewers... Baby, I already have the cheapest viewers. Bunch of skanks. Bunch of tarts, the lot of them. Come on, Fadden. Move your ass. Is it done? Done. And a level up. A level up! Point in axe mastery and the rest in strength, baby. At least with Warrior, because the armor is quite good, they've got the strongest armor in the game, when we get to Ascalon and we don't have any good armor, it won't be as bad. If we were like an Elementalist and we had beginning level armor for a long time, we'd get like 3-shotted. Run. I wish I had sprint. The warrior options they give you in because if you play like factions, the warrior skills you get given at the start are like way better. You get power attack, you get like sprint, you get a bunch of cool shit. In prophecies, they were just like, give you frenzy and fucking healing signet, and just watch them all kill themselves. All right. That's 1 egg traded in. We trade in the other egg up here. And we get our pet wolf. And then I think we're almost done with prophecies, really. Oh, prophecies? We're almost done with really. Level 6 again. Caught up to where our ranger was. Give me more iron. I want nothing but iron. Why have I got so many fucking bows? Ooh, hammer. Yes! 5 iron ingots. We can now get a better sword. Better sword, and then we just need a better hammer. And we're going to come out of here really kitted out. I want to come out of prophecies with at least some decent weapons, because I'm not going to have good armor at all. And I want to save all of my money for buying skills. We've got 5 skill points. We're going to buy 5 epic skills, baby. I'm going straight in for power attack. Power attack is universally useful. Power attack's the first skill we're going to buy. Just like a D&D fighter that doesn't know any better, first thing we do is get power attack. The classic 2-handed human fighter. Power attack, cleave, improved power attack, great cleave. Ah, those were the days. Simple times. That's a simple D&D fighter. Take me back to those times. I've tried a lot to get into D&D 5.0, and 5.0 is fine. I think it's fine. It's definitely better for like playing with random friends and stuff who maybe aren't as hugely nerdy as you or whatever. But there's something to be said, I think, for 3.5. I think 3.5 is the more in-depth experience. If I can get 3 baked husks, I can get some better gloves. It's the Worm Queen. Oh god. There's a wolf. I have comfort animal instead of charm animal? Fuck! Why do I have the wrong move? Fuck you, Worm Queen. I have the wrong move, and I blame you. I have almost got enough baked husks for some gloves, though. I've got enough! You. Here's another quest? Oh, it's the Moa Bird quest. I remember that. The one where he's like dead in the catacombs. We'll do that. That could be fun. Right, where's this guy? Here, here. Give me my gloves. Give me my gloves. Oh, we actually got an armor upgrade. It's the most marginal upgrade ever, but we got it. Gloves. Sweet. Right, we trade that in for Charm Animal. I don't need Res Signet right now, so we'll just have Charm Animal right there, and we'll have fucking Troll Unguent, because it's Troll Unguent. You have been chosen. Look at him. Oh, look at his face. Look at his fluffy face. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, really. And his name is Benson, obviously. What a good boy. Right, I need to speak to Warmaster Grass. That'll give me some XP. I can go back and get a better weapon. I ain't fucking around. We're leaving Pre with, like, the biggest of starts. Benson, kill your brother. What is that stuttering? That has to be the game. That has to be just like there's a million people playing right now and Guild Wars is not used to it. I hope it isn't my computer just dying. Chop! I don't actually know if these guys are worth really killing. But you know, they dared cross my path. Now we're not going to be able to have like that many beast mastery skills. So, it might be what. We'll see. We'll see what skills there are when we get to Ascalon. We'll build a funny little build when we get to Ascalon. Quest complete. What have we got left? Little Thumb's big cloak we can do. That's real easy. That's just cashing in. The True King we can do. That's a lot of XP. Ooh, Battle Axe of Fortitude. Ooh. Oh, it's really good too. Alright, that's a better axe than the one we have. Even though we literally just fucking bought that one. I've got buyer's regret. Can I salvage it? Yeah. Right. Now then. The True King. Second profession we've done, and settling rumors we've done. The True King or Prize Mower Bird. Let's do Prize Mower Bird. Because we'll get to use our swanky new axe. Because sword skills are useless against the undead. Look at that axe! That's sick as shit! Look at that thing! Got a little crest on it. Come on, Benson. We've got a prized mower bird to find. chop his bollocks off. I can't actually remember where... Oh, actually, I think I do remember where to go. I think we can go right up here. And that takes us most of the way there, I think. I don't remember the catacombs at all. It's a very maze-like area. Get out of here. Do you know who I am? I'm me. I've got brand new gloves. What chance do you have? I could go round and get all of the pieces of armor, but I cannot be bothered. We'll get what we get. It's only like I think a total of like 8 armor increase. Barely anything. Benson leveled up. If we can keep Benson from taking any damage, that'd be perfect. If we can get him to level up into an aggressive wolf, somehow, that'd be perfect. It's gonna be tricky, because unfortunately, there will come a point where he just starts taking a fuck ton of damage. But if we can just level him up before that, I want him to be a damage dealer. I don't want him to be a tank. If we tank, he won't have to. Fuck you, Bone Boy. I have to say as well, Guild Wars 1, the pet... Get off him! The pet attacks whatever you attack. Why can't Final Fantasy XI do that? I've never understood why Beastmaster in Final Fantasy XI, you have to tell them to it. It's so dumb. Coffee and cures! And I've been raided by Chris Batte... 1 second. Chris Bassett TV. I was gonna say Chris Bassett TV. Chris Bassett TV. My man. I appreciate that. 8 people? Pressure's on. Guild Wars. Hey. Do you guys like Guild Wars? He streams on Cat's Eye like us. Oh, you're a Cat's Eye streamer. And here I was, slagging off Final Fantasy XI. I love Final Fantasy XI, but I'm playing Guild Wars right now because I've got a fucking hankering. What do you play on Final Fantasy XI? Let me guess. Warrior. Let's use Troll Angel. I'm tempted to get this game. Guild Wars 1? I played this because I played this game obsessively when I was a kid with friends, and the fact that now there's a bunch of new players and stuff is so exciting. There's so many new people in like the outposts and stuff, and there's people that I've helped with a few things, and it's just so exciting. It's so exciting to see a game that you love that's kind of like faded away a little bit to suddenly just have like a bunch of new players. It's something that I really hope happens to Final Fantasy XI, as in I hope they just figure out that all they've got to do is make like a official private server, and then they're going to have a bunch of players, you know? Why don't Square Enix just get off their asses and do that? If there was an official Final Fantasy XI private server, I'd play that all day, every day. You know? Like a 75 era one. I'd play that all day, every day. Get a war wrong? Dragoon! Same thing. Same thing, except you enslaved a lizard. I like Dragoon. I like Dragoon with healing breath. That's fun. Especially once you get the Draken armor, then you can like tank so much shit. What did I just do? I did prize mower bird. Oh, go away. I'm looking at my quests. I dare speak such blasphemy. Hey, I like Dragoon. Dragoon's great. I've been playing Dark Knight at the moment. I'm playing a lot of Dark Knight using a Great Axe. Let me say, Great Axe Dark Knight is best Dark Knight. Fuck Scythes. Scythes are too slow and like ugly. And Great Swords are too shit. But Great Axe? Ooh, that's a chunker. That's a big chunker. Let's go this way. Yeah, Guild Wars 1, if you are tempted, is a very unique experience. I like it a lot. It's very similar to like Final Fantasy XI, and there's nothing else quite like it. The coolest thing about Guild Wars is that there is just so much build diversity. Like I'm in a tutorial right now, and I'm in a tutorial, and I've got what, like fucking 14 skills, and then when you get out of the tutorial, you get like, there's hundreds of skills to choose from across multiple expansions. And you can build it, you can have 8 skills, any 8 skills you want. And there are people who do some crazy builds that do different weird and wonderful things. Every class can do something cool and unique. It's definitely a cool game. And it's got a lot of hidden depth. There's a lot of like hidden, like, I want to say like hidden nuance that you wouldn't think of. The best thing I can explain it with is if I got a bow. Look at this sword. It's cool looking. It's a shame it's shit. With bows, for instance, one cool thing about bows in this game is there's like 5 different types of bows. There's short bows, horn bows, long bows, recurve bows, and flat bows. That's it. And they all have different arrow arcs and like distances that they can shoot and the way the arrow flies and everything. So certain bows are better at long range shots but may miss because the arrow is in the air higher and in the air longer. And then you get really close range bows that are short and fast. There's just so many little things about this game that make it more in depth than it seems. And it's genuinely just a fun time. This is the tutorial, so not a lot happens here. I've just been taking my time with it. But you get people who come up with some really goofy stuff. And then there's like PvP sections that are really fun. I don't know. There's nothing quite like Guild Wars 1. There's nothing quite like it. Guild Wars 2, if you played Guild Wars 2, is like the complete opposite of Guild Wars 1. For some reason, they did like a complete 180 and made it really restrictive. And like, nobody's particularly unique. Every character is pretty unique in this. You are never going to encounter another player running the exact same build as you. It's extremely unlikely. Unfortunately, I'm playing a warrior, which means these early levels for me are kind of a bit shitty because the first skills they give you are kind of garbage. But if you play, you also do the sub-job thing like you do in 11. So just like in 11, you can have your main job and your sub-job. So I'm a warrior ranger. And then you can pull skills from your sub-job to also use. So I'm a warrior who can have a pet, which is really cool. It is stuttering a little bit right now, which I think is just because there's so many people online at the minute. And the old, crusty, ancient fucking Guild Wars servers aren't used to there being a bunch of people online. Can you use controller or is it mouse keyboard only? I know for a fact that they made it so that you can use the Steam Deck. So if you have a Steam Deck, it is like 100% Steam Deck certified. I don't know if you can use a controller. You might be able to. Because I know that for the Reforged, they did a bunch of quality of life changes. Let me check. Let me check for you. Gamepad. Enable dynamic targeting. Gamepad options. Alright, hang on. I'm going to plug in a gamepad and see what it does. Just for you. Just for you, Chris Bassett TV. Let me plug in my Xbox. I'm wiggling about because I'm wiggling about. Hang on. Alright. I've plugged in a gamepad. Let's see. Oh my god! You can! You can actually use a controller! Oh my god, that's incredible! It's a bit laggy, but I think because... That's You've never been able to play this game like this before, and you can... A, B, X, Y? Alright, this is a game changer. This is an absolute fucking game changer. How do I talk to people, though? Here we go. What an amazing change! So before the remaster, you couldn't do this. Before the remaster, you couldn't do this. This is so cool. I'm certain this is not optimal. Like, this is definitely not the optimal way to play the game. But I don't really give a shit. It's kind of cool. That's goofy. Now I can sit back on the... I can sit all the way back and do this. So yeah, you can use a controller if you want to. I would say just for being able to use the controller, that's like... worth it. That's worth the price of admission alone. Big Door! I want this game so bad. How you doing, Big Door? It's good to see you again, my man. Mwah. I would say this game is definitely worth it. Just for this change alone. But Guild Wars 1 is such a unique game that if you're just an MMO fan who, I don't know, is looking for a unique experience that they've maybe not seen before, this is definitely it. Like, just if you go on, like, the Guild Wars wiki, you can see there's like thousands of skills. Maybe not thousands, maybe it's more sensible to say like maybe 500, 600 skills or something like that across all the characters or across all the classes. And there's so many things you can do. There's skills that like summon minions. There's like, I mean like properly, you can summon an army of like, if you have 3 heroes in your party, all who are also minion masters, you can summon an army of like 30 minions and just have them swarm over enemies. So fun to see. You can be a monk that heals people, or you can cast protection prayers to shield them. You can use smiting prayers to like blow them up. Elementalists do a bunch of different elemental magic, obviously. But they're all more unique than you would think. It's instead of just like, oh, I throw ice or I throw fire, there are elemental skills like there's a electric one called Sliver Armor. Oh no, it's an earth one called Sliver Armor that coats you in armor that makes it so that every time you take damage, you do damage around you and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of ways that people come up with cool synergies and things. It's really, I gotta say, it's really difficult going from using the keyboard and mouse to using the my inventory's full, to using the controller. It's kind of it's a bit goofy. I like it, but there's the map. It's definitely an adjustment. Your character controls nicer, but the combat is a little trickier, that's for sure. Alright, this guy's got a quest. I think this is a ranger quest, but ooh, look at this. So how do I open my inventory? Here we go. Let's salvage. How do I use it? Now I've got to figure out how to use items and things. How do I use my salvage kit? Oh, there's an auto run. Okay. How do I use the salvage kit? I can move it. Oh, you have to double... So you double press A to use something. Okay. How do I drop something? Damn it. It's not the most intuitive. Maybe if I just drag it out like this. There we go. Now. Salvage kit. This. There we go. I don't know. I think maybe using the keyboard and mouse for this stuff is a better idea. Fuck it. That'll do. He gives us some skills that we don't really want. And there's apparently action targeting, so I don't necessarily... If I want to just... I don't have to, like, target them and click on them. I can just walk near them, and it'll use my moves on whatever I'm looking at. Which is pretty cool. Fucking die, dude. This quest kind of sucks without a bow. You're supposed to use the bow and snipe these things. And I'm out here using an axe like a fucking goober. But you know what? I'm quick enough. Oh, there's one more. Where do you go? Yeah! Clobbered him. Absolutely clobbered him. That'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Easy money. Right, once we get to Fort Rannick, we're kinda done with the tutorial. We can probably just go straight to the next zone. What have I got? Quest log. True King. Yeah, we go straight to the next zone. After we speak to this guy, we're done here. It's always the last thing I do in the because I always forget about it. But getting to, like, we're gonna be most of the way to level 7 in the tutorial alone. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's rare that you go past level like 8 in the tutorial if you're gonna leave. There's players though who will stay in the tutorial zone, and there are players who try and get level 20 in the tutorial zone. I've got a character on my main account who's still in this tutorial zone. He's level 17. I'm kind of getting the hang of this. Kind of getting the hang of this. I am getting my ass kicked though. Die. You can't dodge stuff anymore. They used to be able to dodge projectiles really easily in this game. They've made it harder to do. They've made it a lot harder to do. I don't know if it's that they've made it harder to do, or the fact that the way that they've fiddled with the engine a little bit makes it so that the projectiles track a little bit better. There's definitely something. I wish there was a way to show a globe and stop, just instead of just leaving the ST off of that. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I haven't... There is? Chop. I gotta say, using the controller has really kind of given the game a new lease of life for me. It feels almost like a old Xbox hack and slash game. In the best possible way. Feels kind of like the Conan the Barbarian game. It's definitely suboptimal. It's definitely not the way you would like want to play like really hard. But then again, I don't know. I think it's done quite well. If you get used to it, maybe you can handle harder stuff. I'm not used to it at all. Plus, you'd set up your bar properly. If you set up your bar properly to be used for controller, I imagine it's a lot easier. We're gonna play with controller from now on and just kind of try and get used to it. Is used an apostrophe? What's a glottal stop? What you talking about? What's a glottal stop? This is me proving how stupid I am again, that I don't know something.
I'm just a bimbo, okay? Leave me alone. I just want to look pretty and play video games.
Clobbered him. I kind of love controlling my character like this. I feel so leisurely. And our pet leveled up. What more do we want? Say uh-oh. It's that little choke pause between the and the o. Oh. It has a name? Oh, really? Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. I did not know that. You have contributed more. You've contributed to my intelligence. I now have an IQ of at least 30. I'm dense. Like, when it comes to, like, math and stuff, I am the worst. I'm a dummy. I'm a big dummy. But I'm cute, so it's okay. I will say, I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this controller. Do you see that? I, like, just tore those guys apart. I'm getting used to it. Come on. Controller, boys! Slashing him down. All they gotta do now to make this a good game is put in a dodge roll. Then it'll be Dark Souls. Remember, put a dodge roll in every game. Instant money. It feels really good. Now that I've gotten used to it a little bit, it feels really good to do. If you set your bar up in such a way that you can use all the skills you want in the right order that you want, this feels great. Good job, Guild Wars Reforged. This feels awesome. Mary Malone, I'm not doing your quest. I can't be bothered. Plus my inventory's full. Average IQ around the world is between 90 and 95, so don't feel bad. Big door, I'm a dummy. But then again, I say that. I used to think to myself, like, oh, you know, surely in the grand scheme of like the world, I'm like below average, right? Surely I'm like a stupid guy, right? That just I'm not gonna use that for menus. It's just easier to use the keyboard and mouse, okay? But I used to think to myself, oh, surely I'm like a stupid guy. Like, compared to the rest of the world, I must be like on the dumber end, right? Then I see what people say and like do online, and I read and I play video games and play like League of Legends and see what people are like, and I just think to myself, maybe not. Maybe I am like above average. I'm never gonna say I'm like vastly intelligent. Maybe I am above average, you know? Because there's a lot of stupid fucks in this world. There's a lot of them. I'd never test my IQ. No, me neither, Goggers. Also, Goggers, good to see you again, my man. How you doing? The English use the glottal stop a lot. Easy replaces T sounds like in water. Water. I am English. I know what I'm doing. Bottle of water. That's not always true. We colloquially we do that, but I think if you go to like a, you know, if you ask an English person to speak as properly as they can, they would say water, which is what I say when I'm trying to, you know, enunciate. I think the problem is more about a problem of enunciation. Yeah? Because if I enunciate properly, I would say water. I would say a glass of water. But if I'm like just talking quickly and I'm not enunciating properly, bottle of water, you know? I think the issue there is like enunciation more than it is just us being fucking cretins. Although don't rule that one out. Right, while we're here, we can now afford this sword, which I think is better than our sword. Oh yeah, much better than our sword. And this hammer, which is much better than our current hammer. We're fucking golden, boys. Better sword. Better hammer. Trash this thing. And then we just want to customize those. If you customize a weapon in this game, you give it a 20% damage bonus, but then only you can equip it, so you can't trade it anymore. So a lot of the time, if you're just using like weapons that you don't think are going to last very long, you can customize them to give them a little bit more punch, but you can no longer trade them, which I think is cool. There's a few more quests here we could do. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do these. But we will do these next time, I think. We will do these next time. My PC gamer system controller is nice. Yes! I had no idea you could use the controller for this, but it's fucking awesome. It's genuinely such a cool change. I'm really glad Guild Wars Reforged did that. Oh, there's another quest. What's this? What's this? What's this? I'm running up the stairs. Ah, the poisonous stinger. Ah, look at the... Is this a skill trainer? After some more experience about you may have some tasks for you. No, I want Halbrick. My services are available. Once you improve your abilities... So this part here is for people who stay in pre-searing. So these people stay in the tutorial zone, and I guess there's a little bit of extra content for them. But if you plan to leave, like I do, they're no good. Question is, how do I change weapon? How do I do my weapon sets? I'm not sure. Is this guy's trying to join me? No, sorry dude. I'm trying to figure out my controls. Party search? Invite red gun... So confusing. Right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop playing Guild Wars for now. We've gone back to Ascalon. It's stuttering a bit, I think, because there's so many people online right now. So we're going to give it a rest for right now. We've played for about three and a bit hours. Yeah. We're going to stop playing Guild Wars for right now. But that was amazing progress. I'm pretty happy with that. Now here's what we're going to do instead. Just for the end here, to wind down. Something I find absolutely hilarious, the English accent is a false accent. It used to sound a lot more like people from the American South, but the English purposely started to change their accent over time. The RP received pronunciation account being the biggest contributor. Look, big door. All I'm saying is, I talk like I talk. And no one's ever taken that away from me. I like, well, the thing about the English accent as well is there's so many different fucking variations. Like, it's such a small island, but there's thousands of fucking variations on the English accent, all within that tiny little space. Someone from Liverpool sounds nothing like someone from fucking Glasgow, and so on and so forth. Well, Glasgow's Scottish, but you get the idea. It's painting with a broad brush, you know? Painting, and again, like I said, a lot of it's enunciation too, where like you ask someone to speak properly and like take their time, they sound different. You sound south? Nope. I'm from the east. The west. I'm from Norwich, which is on the east coast. So I'm from the east. I'm an Anglian, what they call an Anglian. East Anglian. Anyway. One thing I wanted to just do at the end here for funsies. I discovered today, one of my friends sent me a video, okay, that was just me and him playing a game from ages and ages ago, before I came to America, right? Through that, I found my old YouTube channel. Okay? My old YouTube channel from, like, I'm not even kidding, must be about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago now, before I came to America, right? I just kind of wanted to show how I haven't really, like, changed much. And some of the old videos here are fucking weird, right? I just wanted to kind of... I don't know. I feel like it'd be a funny thing. Let me just share this real quick. So you can see exactly how I haven't changed. I'm the same guy. Ugh. Right? I'll just move this down. Hang on. So as you can see, first and foremost, I have a furry fucking display picture, so you know it's me. A lewd one at that. And then, like, these are all, like, really low view, like, little fucking videos that I made, okay? But here's something that I remember doing vaguely. 8 years ago, must be 8 or 9 years ago, right? I vaguely remember doing this. I'd modded the crap out of Skyrim to try and make it into Dark Souls. But the thing is, when you look at it, you see that the first thing I had obviously done is make a lewd, or you do a lewd armor mod, so you know it's me. Hang on. Look at that. Hell yeah. And I'm playing as a goblin. I did everything right. I made a goblin wearing a thong. But look, it plays just like Dark Souls. I kind of remember doing that and thinking it was the coolest shit ever. I think I have a roll. And I've tried in recent memory to redo this, like with the Dark Souls combat. Yeah, there's a roll. And I've tried to do it, but like all of the mods that I did this with back in the day just don't work anymore. Which is a real shame. I feel like the problem with modding a lot of the time is everything works great until it doesn't. Like all of a sudden they'll release a patch or something, and then all of your mods break, which depresses the crap out of me. But there's that, and there was like League of Legends. Like, look at me playing fucking League of Legends. This was an 8 years ago League of Legends game. Of me playing as fucking Zinzao? I don't know, I just found it really interesting. How far we've come. How far I've come. From my 12 view videos. And then a lot of Dark Souls 3. This must have been when Dark Souls 3 had just come out or something, and I was super excited about it. And here's a Final Fantasy 11 video, look. This is when me and Instacast from the chat were playing it for the first time.
These fucking shitty pets. They're all so much better than anything else. Like, if we actually fought, like, Flowerpot Bill, he'd murder us.
I just think it's really crazy. Like, and that's 8 years ago. That's scary to me, you know? This old-ass YouTube channel, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And I remember doing this 9 years ago. I would have been in my early 20s. Well, yeah, just come out of, yeah, early 20s. That's scary. That's scary. Anyway, I wanted to share that just because I wanted to share how sort of scared I was by the passage of time. And to just kind of show that I've not changed at all. In the last 9 years, I haven't changed in the slightest. I still download the lewd armor mods, and I still fucking giggle at stupid things. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the stream. I just wanted to sort of do that at the end there. It's going to be the end of the stream just because Guild Wars is starting to stutter there, and also because I can hear that the dogs have started to wake up. So I think I'm going to call it there. Tomorrow we will probably do Final Fantasy. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. It'll either be 9 years ago I was 34. Really? You've worked 30 plus years to become the perfect human you are. Why change? Because look, dude. Look at my old channel. Look at this obvious picture of like a dragon boy getting fucked in the ass. That's my profile picture. Like, come on, dude. I changed a little. Thankfully, I would never make my profile picture. Well, I would, wouldn't I? Fuck. I haven't changed at all. What am I saying? I haven't changed in the slightest. But yeah, I found this. I'd forgotten about this completely. I'd completely forgotten I had an old YouTube channel, and I stumbled upon this today, and it just amused me. It just amused me, and I just wanted to show it because I'm not ashamed of it. That's why my YouTube channel, even the videos that get like 4 views, or the videos that like people hate. Like, people hated my Overwatch video. I got a lot of negative comments on my Overwatch video. I won't ever take them down. I'll never remove any of the stuff that I've done. I'll show them off proudly. Even when I've changed or things that I like have changed or whatever, I'll show them off proudly. I will be right back. In fact, no, I'm done. I've just realized the doggy is yelling. I am done. I will probably stream Final Fantasy tomorrow, or maybe Guild Wars. But We'll find out. Anyway, I have to go take care of Benson. So I love you guys.